Hello there, I'm Pricklyman representing the video game Confederacy. Today, it's episode 2 of our Medal of Honor 10th anniversary review. Today we're going to be moving on from Allied Assault and going on to its expansion packs, Spearhead and Breakthrough. Medal of Honor Spearhead is set in Central Europe. You play as a member of the Airborne and thereby do more special operations and airborne insertions. Medal of Honor Breakthrough, on the other hand, sees you as a infantryman on the American in North Africa. You start in the desert and go into more urban combat in Italy. Just before we get into the meat of each particular expansion pack, I just want to make a few general comments about how they're different from Allied Assault. Just a quick note, you might see on the screen there I've just got the standard Allied Assault menu. The expansion pack's not that different. The first thing I'd like to say is that in comparison to Allied Assault, you can't go to as high of a resolution. In the original Allied Assault, you could go to 1600 by 1200, even on my large screen. But in this, you can only go to this small, pissy-ass resolution. Why the fuck not? I get that they're trying to do this whole 16:9 thing, but it doesn't fucking work. The other thing I'd like to say, these menus, as I said earlier, they're really not that different. Like, I get that they were trying to do the same thing, they're just expansions, but they really haven't changed much, seriously. There's also a really funny glitch. In both games, when I first launched them, I went into the medal case, and I already had 3 medals for each game. What the hell? I mean, I'm not gonna argue that you're gonna give me 3 medals. More medals, come on! But seriously, that's one fucked up glitch. They couldn't even separate the original game from the expansions. I mean, seriously, you'd think that's some pretty basic stuff. Really, come on. Okay, now I'll talk about some things they definitely did improve on in comparison to the original. The first thing is that in the original, you could only do a melee attack with your pistol, which was okay, but if you've got your rifle out, you've suddenly got no bullets, and you just want to bash someone, it really didn't work. But in Spearhead and Breakthrough, you can do a melee attack with every weapon that isn't a sniper rifle. That's a huge improvement. I don't know why this wasn't in the original. The second thing is that all the artillery emplacements and everything similar are all now manned, and you can man them yourself. They really do go a bit heavy, to be honest, on the whole man the artillery cannon. Like, you know, seriously, you just solo a Flak 88. It's freaking like, you're just pro with everything. But at the same time, there was stuff like in the original, like in Mission 4, the Nebelwerfers, which were just mysteriously firing at you with no people. But in this one, if you come up to a Nebelwerfer, you can snipe the guy off it, you can shoot it, you can man it, and you can shoot back with it. Anything you can do. It's a lot more dynamic of a world, and I like that. That's definitely a positive. Okay, now we've got those general comments out of the way. Let's get into the meat of these expansion packs, and we'll start with Spearhead, because that was made first. Now, Spearhead was a great thing. I mean, I had all those things that I made in the general comments, but if I was to make one fucking complaint, short as shit. It's shorter than Nat's fucking dick. I mean, seriously. The original was 6 missions, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty short, but they were nicely segmented. This one has 3 missions, okay? 3 missions, and they're all short as shit. The first mission has, I think, 3 segments, and the third one's shorter than shit. The second mission has 3 segments. That's probably the longest mission. That's pretty good. But the third mission, 2 segments, one of them's a tank scene, and it's shit. It's shit. It is a shit tank scene, okay? But let's get some game footage up. Let's show you what I mean. Right, at the end of the first section of the first mission, the British people you actually meet up with pull the same bullshit trick as the French bitch from the original game. Like, seriously, come on guys. You think your British weapons are better than mine? My American weapons, you poncy, jilly-livered bastard? And in this game, it's a bit overblown sometimes. They've got 2 turret scenes there. One's a tank scene, one's this turret scene. But here it's like, you're walking out of there with their supplies. It's like the Germans are all like, seriously guys, come on, what the hell? That's ridiculous. And you remember earlier I was complaining about this tank scene? Well, this is the very last part of the game. It's pretty fucking boring. It's pretty fucking boring. And look, this is the end cutscene. A plane flies overhead. The end. Did you have fun with your game? No, I fucking didn't, asshole. If there is one saving grace, there is absolutely one saving grace about this game. The narration is done by Gary fucking Oldman. Gary fucking Oldman. That is fucking awesome. I mean, seriously, his narration is badass. Just at the end of each mission, he reads poetry out. Just listen to this.
The hour is go. One's eyes close tight, and families fade. When going to war, which other men made.
Alright, well, the first joke I want to make is about this guy. You start the game, you're in the desert, and this guy starts talking to you.
Listen up, Baker. We gotta hold this line at Tazarene, and we gotta do it now.
I mean, I thought about it, right? He sounds like the guy from Full Metal Jacket.
Do you suck dick? Did your parents have any children that lived?
This is our chance to show Rommel what the USA can do.
Do you think I'm cute, Private Pile? Do you think I'm funny?
This assault has been a complete mess.
Bullshit, I'll bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Keep your eyes on the road, soldier. Someone get that man some medical attention.
I'll bet you're the kind of guy that would fuck a person in the ass and not even have the goddamn common courtesy to give him a reach around. I'll be watching you.
In the second mission, you have to meet up with this German double agent guy. And you know, you do some little sneaking around and it's pretty cool. But then there's this bit where he has to lockpick a door and you have to protect him. But if he fucking gets a grenade thrown at him, he just kind of looks at it and he's just like, well, better not move from that. Boom! Asshole! At the end of mission 3, there's this really bullshit section with mortars, right? Now, it wouldn't be so bad. Essentially, you've got like these 3 mortars and you got to fire at like Tiger tanks. When it comes down to realism, that's pretty bullshit. You do not fire mortars into Tiger tanks, but whatever. But essentially, there's no aiming reticle and there's no way to tell where your shells are fucking landing. So you play a guessing game, you play a fucking memory game as to where the shells are. Essentially, all you do is you just kind of guess at where things go, and it's pretty fucking bullshit. Why is this here? I don't know. Why am I firing mortars into Tiger tanks? I don't know. Why are they sending 8 Tiger tanks at 2 guys in a fucking house? I don't know. I think it's a waste of resources. I think the German army's sticking their thumbs up their ass. But what I want to know is why the developers stuck their thumbs so far up their fucking ass they didn't even put a fucking aiming reticle on the bloody mortars. Okay, so that was Medal of Honor Allied Assault Breakthrough. I really liked Breakthrough over Spearhead. There was a lot more variety. There were a lot more missions. And it just felt like a more solid game. So if you had to buy any one version of Medal of Honor, if you had to play only one, play Breakthrough. It's kind of like the definitive Allied Assault. So thank you for staying with us through these reviews. Allied Assault and the expansion packs is fantastic. They're great games. They're really great games. Next week we'll be moving on to Pacific Assault, the Medal of Honor franchise's attempt at going into the next generation. So hopefully we'll see you there. It's been Pricklyman representing the Video Game Confederacy. Thank you very much and goodbye.